Make sure your home's roof is ready, not just for the months ahead, but for the years to come too. Joining us with more info on how to prep your roof at home for the winter is home expert Jack Borba of Straight Line Construction. Happy New Year, Jack. Thanks for joining us.
Oh, thank you so much for having me. Little tough act to follow with the teeth whitening. No pressure there, right? So,
Well, hey, you're doing your own
a
kind of
little
like
nervous here.
you're doing your own improvements with our homes, and we're talking about roofs today. Obviously, it hasn't been super rainy. We've seen a little bit of rain, but we're definitely feeling the cold temperatures. And people may be wondering, is their roof in need of repairs, or do we need to replace it? Talk about how long the average asphalt roof will last.
The average roof lasts about 15 to 25 years, depending on what type of product it is, how it's maintained. But anywhere around that 2 decade mark, you should start getting pretty nervous.
And you actually use a product called RoofMax, which can help with asphalt
Yeah.
roofs without, you don't actually have to replace the whole roof.
Yeah, it's this incredible product. It was invented by this guy that invented roof recycling. And so he would take these shingles and he would grind them up and he'd turn them into pavement for our roads. It was this incredible invention to where we could stop filling our landfills with debris and start reusing these shingles into paving our roads. But he figured if I can recycle these shingles and put them into roads, why can't I just extend the life of the roof using the same process? And sure enough, he was able to do that. And so now we have this incredible product that it helps extend composition shingles roof right in the place they are.
Oh, that's pretty interesting. Now, if you are a
It is.
homeowner and you're wondering, like, hey, is my roof ready? How would they know that it's ready for a treatment like RoofMax?
Well, earlier you asked how long does a roof last? And I mentioned somewhere between 15 and 25, depending on the age and maintenance. If you're anywhere near that 15-year range, I would definitely start considering looking at your roof or having it done. If you notice anything from the ground, if it's starting to look shiny or sparkly, that's indicative of the fiberglass starting to show. If you're having any leaks in the attic or around the perimeter, any of those are signs that it may be time to have your roof at least looked at, and maybe this Roof Max would be a great option for you, or possibly it's time for a new roof.
Now, you mentioned the guy who invented RoofMax. He was looking for, I guess, like a more environmentally friendly ways to recycle and reuse. So is RoofMax something that is good for the environment? Is it friendly for the environment as well?
Yeah, that's the coolest thing. So right off the bat, we aren't filling our landfills, and roofing makes up one of the biggest products that fill our landfills. But secondly, it's soy, so it's 100% natural. It's a food grade product. We can grow it. Henry Ford actually used soy in some of his automobiles back in the day. He called it the miracle crop. And so sure enough, we're adding soy to these shingles. It's not just soy, there's a little bit more to it. But it's this scientifically proven way to rejuvenate these shingles. It's almost like adding aloe to your skin or an after sun. It basically just rehydrates the shingles and makes them like new. So they become much more pliable. The color changes slightly because that old grayed out asphalt becomes like new again. So it's a really incredible product, and we're so proud to be able to help homeowners not have to spend the money on replacing a roof, but just spray Roof Max on it.
Jack, I love all the, all this knowledge you're sharing with us today and these examples because they're really good examples. So if someone was to have the RoofMax put on their roof, how long will it last? And is there a warranty that comes along with it?
Yeah, so if we can catch this in time, so I mentioned that 15 to 25-year range, if we could catch it more towards the condition of a 15-year-old roof, we have an option to not just spray this once, which is guaranteed for 5 years, but treat it up to 3 times, and now all of a sudden you can get 15 years out of this
Wow.
roof that you may only get a few more years out. So it is a really incredible product. I highly encourage you to take a look at it.
So I would assume when it comes to cost, RoofMax is going to be a little bit more cost effective than an entire roof replacement. Can it save homeowners money in the long run?
For sure. I'll tell a little story. We had a a home where they help people that just get out of jail, and it was a charity that helps people kind of reunite into life. And so we had gave an estimate for this home where they house these people for around $50,000 to roof this commercial building where they house people, and we were able to donate this RoofMax product for just a fraction of the cost of a new roof. So it was just a few $1,000s, and it saved this customer nearly $50,000. So way more cost effective than a new roof. Definitely lets you keep your money in your pocket for much longer than if you were to spend it on a new roof.
Yeah, I'm sure a lot of homeowners can appreciate that. And then if you do have this done, how long does it take? What's the process like?
Yeah, very simple process. Most of the cost is actually the product itself. There's not a lot of labor involved. We honestly just mix it with water. It's about 1 part water, 1 part this RoofMax product. And it's essentially like hosing down your roof. It's really safe. It doesn't damage any of the surroundings. So it's just as long as it takes us to hose down your roof with this product, and it's done. And it can rain an hour later. So it's a great winter product as well.
Oh, wow, that's pretty quick. And I'm assuming that homeowners, they have some feedback. What have you heard?
Oh man, we got this comment that it made their roof look brand new again, and it also made it look twice as thick because it has so much more depth and contrast. This guy happened to be an insurance home inspector too, so it was so neat to have him do a review and state the comments I just mentioned.
That's very cool. And I know during the pandemic, there was an uptick in the demand for home improvement services like yours. Are you still seeing that kind of demand now that we're in the new year?
Yeah, we've never been busier at this time of year. RoofMax is not as backlogged as some of our other product lines. So definitely highly encourage you to give us a call on that product. But yeah, we've definitely had a much bigger demand for all of our products. I would say decks being the #1 driving factor this last year, and roof season just kicked off strong here as well.
Very nice. Well, you've got to have that deck ready for when the weather warms up and everyone wants to hang out outside. Jack, thanks for coming on this morning and sharing some great info with our audience. If you would like to learn more or get a free estimate, you can visit straightlineconstruction.com.